inside. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And it's Martin missing.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Here's Levine after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Levine, good.
You know, Kevin, he's not always looking to put up big numbers, but he's doing a nice job here.
On defense, Minnesota. Here's the great. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago.
And how about his defense? 4 steals on the night. He was so aggressive. And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
I caught up with Coach Randy Whitman. I asked him about the matchup problems created by a player like Andrea Bargnani, a 7-foot sharpshooter. He said he can give us problems, no doubt. It's tough to really bother that shot, and he can also put it on the deck and drive. We've got to just get into his body, try to make him a facilitator rather than a scorer. Kevin, we'll see if they're successful.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And so here is New York. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot, and Hardaway gets it to go.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Goes up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it ties the game, Clark. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, we're right back to even.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the score by New York. And there's the pass to Martin. He kicks it to Young. It's stolen by Hurley. Hardaway passes to Ryan. They now take the lead.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Levine kicks to Martin. Here's Levine. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, they couldn't stop him. I mean, they kept sending him to the line over and over again because, you know, when you can't stop a guy, you got to foul him. That's what they did. Got a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Stoudemire, the screen, kicks it to Hardaway. The baseline J. And there's Bargnani on the assist from Hardaway. Bargnani's got his first points in this one. Timberwolves trail. Here's Levine. Right now averaging 11 points a game. In the corner, it's Martin. Pass to Young. From the top of the key, he buries it. Young's got his first basket of the night. The Knicks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Picked by Bargnani. Here's the great, covered by Pekovic. Shot clock at 6. Stoudemire, the screen. New York needs to get off a shot. Sinks it, and the shot from Hurley.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Brewer. The Knicks making the shot. Young with the ball. Now Stoudemire defending. Young dishes to Martin. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
All right, everyone relax. Run your sets, attack the rim, crash the boards on both ends, and we'll be fine. Come on now, let's get after it.
And how about a look at our 2K leaderboard and a group of point guards that have a little bit of big man in them and some very good rebounding numbers since the All-Star break. While you look at the great, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
And as you see by his spot on that list, guys, very few point guards in the league can rebound like he can. Has a knack for always being in the right place when the shot goes up.
And he uses his body like a big man at times. I mean, he doesn't try to just sneak his way into the paint. He muscles his way in and carves out space under the basket. He must have been a post player in his youth.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
Quincy Acey's checked in for Bargnani. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Zhang's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Minnesota with it, trailing by 2. There's a screen. Martin kicks to Brewer. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's blocked by Stoudemire. In the corner, Hardaway with it, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Over the last 10 games, you can see where the Timberwolves rank in the league. 4th in rebounding, 18th in three-point shooting. Contesting shots, though, not something they do well. Only top 20 in the league in opponent field goal percentage.
And you put all those things together, and that makes this a very tough team. And what really jumps out at me is the rebounds, Clark. I mean, this is a team that controls the paint. If you're going to miss a shot, the ball seems to be theirs almost every time. That allows their transition game to get going. And then at the offensive end, they'll pound you on the offensive glass as well.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Levine passes to Dang. Levine kicks to Young. That's good. Young's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Here's the great, averaging 13 points a contest. Hardaway dishes to AC. Here's Stoudemire, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Stoudemire's got 6. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Levine passes to Dang. The feed to Brewer. Martin kicks to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, that's blocked. Passes it to Levine. Another shot, and he gets the bucket. Levine's got his second basket.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Here's the great. Hardaway, no good. Hardaway against Martin. Pass to Brewer. Back to Martin from the baseline. It's rebounded by Ryan. The great's got his 3rd rebound on the night, but they'll get another chance. Martin, the pass to Levine. The dish to Zhang. Now Young inside. Tries yet again. And finally, that one's good. Young's got 6 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
All right, on defense, I want you to give them as many open looks from beyond the arc as they want. We're going to clog the paint and attack down low. No drives to the basket, no offensive boards. The key is ours. Now let's go.
So for the Knicks, James Johnson's checked in for Stoudemire. Smith comes in for Early, and it's Iman Shumpert in for Hardaway. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Bennett's checked in for Young. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Brewer. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Kevin Martin. And it's Schroeder in for Levine. New York trailing. Shumpert passes to Ryan. Back to Shumpert. The pass to Ryan. Johnson right side. Rebound Minnesota. Zhang's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Schroeder. He's covered by Ryan. Schroeder kicks to Zhang. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Here's the great. On the wing, Johnson. Another miss by Johnson.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yep, they were ready to go right from the opening tip.
Quincy Ace.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
And the points.
Good work. Good work.
Oh, yeah, man.
Decent number of assists so far for him.
The Knicks making a switch here. Calderon's checked in.
2 shots.
He is checked in for Quincy Ace. Hardaway comes in for Shumpert. And the great subbed in for Jose Calderon. Ryan, he's in at point guard. Bargnani is out there with James Johnson. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
There was a lot to like on that play.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, the great in the last outing against the Bulls made some major contributions. He finished with 19 points, and he played the usual role of running the team's offense and came away with a bunch of assists. This game is just the latest performance in what has been a hot streak for him. Will he bring the fire tonight, guys?
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pine.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Picked by Bargnani. Out to Hardaway. Passes it to Ryan. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Bargnani. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Nikola Begovic.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the officials.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
A different look for New York. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Johnson. And it's early in for Smith. Good on the second free throw. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Levine. He dishes it to Martin. Pekovic with the screen for Martin. Pekovic passes to Martin. 6 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
18 seconds on the shot